Hello everyone. I hope every one of you is doing great and staying safe. Thank you to my amazing subscribers and to my viewers. Please, if you are new to my channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so when next I upload, you'll be the first to get the hints. Thank you very much. There's this post I would love us to discuss today about a Nigerian actress who posted on Instagram advising men to marry their type rather than marrying a woman who they cannot afford. And in my opinion, I think she's absolutely right. I totally agree with her. I think every man has his own wife, so as every woman has her own husband. So it is our responsibility, our duty, to know who our partners are. It's our responsibility to know who to marry. If that person is somebody we can live with, if somebody we can afford both financially and everything that comes with marriage. Why people caught in a relationship is to know each other, to know their likes and dislikes, things they can accommodate and things they cannot, and as well things they can tolerate from somebody. So I think a man should be able to know during courtship, he should be able to know if this woman is right for him, if this is the kind of woman I would want to settle with, if this is the kind of woman that I will be able to take care of. Because I believe a woman who you feel is extravagant or being materialistic did not just become that all of a sudden. She must have been living such life even when you guys are dating. So it is your responsibility as a man to know if this her lifestyle is what you'll be able to afford if you eventually marry her. It's not something that you will bring up in marriage and it turns to be an issue in a marriage. You should be able to identify such problems during courtship and know if this is the kind of girl I would go on to marry. Once I have found that, and I know that marriages of today, people marry out of misplaced priority. People don't know what they want. And that's why there are a lot of marital crises these days. It's becoming a trend. Even our single girls are getting scared of getting married. Because even those that are married don't have good news to tell them. It's always one bad news or the other. It's always regret. It's always all sorts of things in marriages. And it's beginning to scare a lot of single people. They don't believe in this institution of marriage anymore. Because nobody would want to get into marriage and after 1 or 2 years you walk away. Nobody wants that. If you feel you will get into a marriage and after 2 years you become single, why then did you get into it in the first place? Why don't you remain single? Rather than jumping into it after 2-3 years, you now start talking about divorce. People should get this married thing straight from the beginning. And let's see if we can cope this divorce and divorce things. Is becoming so much in our society these days. People should marry their budget. Marry a woman you can afford. Marry a woman who you know when you give 100 naira, that 100 naira will be enough for her. You don't need to go and marry a girl who has already been living with 1 million naira. And all of a sudden you start giving her 1,000 naira. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You knew her as a girl whose budget is 1 million naira. And you accept with your open eye to marry her. And when you marry her and bring her to your house, you are giving her 1,000 naira. Expecting her to manage. It doesn't work that way. There are girls you can, 100 naira would be very enough for. Go for such girls. When you give them that 1,000, they will jump to the ceiling. They will be so happy. It will be more than enough for them. They won't even manage it. They will be extravagant with that 1,000. And there are girls that 1,000 is nothing. They don't know what to do with 1,000. So, Oga, do not misplace your priority. Know what you want and go for it. There is nothing wrong admiring a girl of such. You love her hair, you love her style, you love everything about her. But there is nothing wrong telling yourself the truth. Babe, I love you. I love the way you dress. But at this time, I don't know if I can afford you. If I can foot your bill. Don't just marry her and in the process of marriage, you just leave her stranded to foot her bill because you feel, okay, if she's living such life, she has the money to take care of herself. No. In as much as we pray that ladies should be independent, there are some certain things a man should do for his wife. You came to her father's house to seek her hand in marriage. You proposed to her. And because you married her, she changed her middle name to your name. There are some certain things you should do for her. In as much as she's doing some for herself, there are some that is your core responsibility to do as a husband. You don't expect a woman that you married living in your own house to foot her bill 100%. Then what makes you a husband? If a woman should be in her husband's house and foot 100% of her bills, what's the essence of being married? If you can foot your bill in a man's house, why would you then come and live in a man that would then turn and be controlling you up and down? You as well stay single and take care of yourself and live your life the way you want to live. So there are some certain things a man should do in a woman's life as long as you are her husband. It's your responsibility. You shouldn't shy away from your responsibility because you feel she has a high test, she's extravagant, she's so materialistic. You saw all those things when you were dating her. Since you accepted all those baggages, accept it and live with it and stop complaining, Oga. If you know you cannot afford a woman during courtship, just waka pass, look straight and walk away. Nobody will take you to court. Nobody will harass you. Nobody will take you to court for not marrying them. So walk straight and walk away. It will only hurt for a few weeks or months, and everybody will adjust. Rather than you promising heaven and earth, after marriage, then you want to squeeze her to your level. You want to start telling her stories. Why you cannot afford this, why you can afford this, why you cannot do this, why you can do that. We should all get our priorities right from the beginning and stop all this marital crisis here and there. Let's encourage our youth to get married. Not cursing women, your wife is extravagant, she can't manage, she can't do that, she can't do that because you cannot afford her. Oga, she did not beg you to marry her. You with your open eyes married her. So foot her bills. Foot the ones you can foot. Not just leaving everything. There are men out there who take care of their wives 100%, even if their wives are managing directors in a company. They still fit the bill in the homes. They still travel, buy things for their wives. They still give their wives surprise gifts, expensive gifts. They shower their wives with surprises. So leave such women for such men. You don't come and bring your scarcity mentality lifestyle to a girl who has already set her life and want to change her to become a managing director in your home, manage soup, manage gari, manage everything. She becomes a manager. Anything she demands from you becomes a want, not need anymore. Her needs totally dies off because you can't afford it. There is nothing wrong admiring good things, but when you know you cannot afford that good thing, oga, waka pass. And let's stop all this marital wahala that is happening from left, south, center. Please. Thank you so much to my viewers. Let me know what you think about this video. Leave your comment in the comment section till I meet you in my next video. Bye-bye. I love you.